Guys, as you watch this video, there are a couple of things that are happening behind the scenes that you're going to be unaware of because they're not covered in this video. One of those things is that I had been told by a source in LaPorte PD that they were going to arrest me no matter what. They were going to find something to arrest me for. And as we've seen in places like Leon Valley, it's not difficult for them to create, cause to arrest somebody if they want to. All the chief has to do is stand up and bump into me and claim I assaulted him. Stupid stuff like that. But they had already cleaned out the patrol cars to make room for myself and or Patrick because they had planned to arrest us. They had a reporter there, and I had two people there that were not associated with me, or they didn't realize were associated with me, and they were feeding me information about what was going on, outside my little area there. And that's how we knew about the cars getting cleaned out to transport. And the chief had been talking to the reporter, the lady reporter who's there. When they walk me out, when they ask me to leave and they walk me out, you'll see her off to the right on the camera taking pictures of me. The chief had been out there talking to her, and she walked up and indicating me, asked the chief, "Is that the guy?" And the chief, "Yes, that's him. You need to stand over here," where she ends up standing. "You need to stand over here and you'll be able to get good pictures of him when we walk him out." This was before I ever even spoke, before I ever went to the podium. Okay? So I knew they were planning to arrest me. The fact that they thought free speech was cause enough to arrest is typical, comes right out of the bad cops playbook. So here is the video, and I'll watch your comments. Tell me what you think. Thanks, guys.
David Warden.
Yes, sir. My name is David Warden. I've been to a lot of city council meetings.
Please state your name and address for the record.
I'm sorry. David Warden. I'm from San Leon, Texas.
And your address?
4016th Street.
Yes, sir.
I've been to a lot of city council meetings, but I've never felt strongly enough to get up and speak. But I'm happy that we live in a country where you can walk down the street, not be harassed or arrested for not breaking the law. Oh, I'm not talking about LaPorte, because here in LaPorte, you get arrested for that. Walking down the street, thrown in a COVID-infested jail for not breaking the law. And that is despicable, Chief. Despicable. And then when they seize your property, when they give it back, it's been vandalized while it's in their custody. It is disgusting what this department has become since Chief Adcox has left. Crooked cops on the street only do what they know they can get away with. And I know that not all the officers in LaPorte are crooked, because I've spent a lot of time telling people that they're not crooked. But I've been arrested here in LaPorte for taking pictures outside the police department by a sergeant, Sergeant Ayers, a supervisor who should have known better. And now by a Sergeant, what's his name? Harness, for walking down the street where there's no sidewalk. There's a sidewalk and then it ends and there's another sidewalk. I stepped on the curb. Pedestrian roadway. No. I've already consulted with my attorney. When he was done laughing at your officers, because I'm not going to say they're stupid, because they know the law. They know the law. They're butthurt and upset because you won't ID or whatever, and so they elect to arrest you. This is not acceptable behavior from modern law enforcement. It should not be tolerated. And the fact that you guys enable them and select people that won't lead properly is discouraging. And the people of LaPorte deserve better, and the people of LaPorte should get better. And in closing, I'm just going to say, fuck the LaPorte Police Department. So.
I saw that signed up to speak. Is there anyone else in the audience wishing to speak that did not sign up? Hearing none, we'll move forward with the consent agenda. Item 5 is approve the minutes of the March 8, 2021 City Council Meeting. Item B, authorize the city manager to execute a contract with Records Consultants, Inc., RCI, to provide electronic document management services as quoted in quote number 625-20 under buy board contract number 625-20 in an amount not to exceed $120,000. Item C, approve resolution 2021-37, amending the authorized investment representative for the city of LaPorte. And item D, presentation, discussion, possible action to approve a request for sponsorship by the LaPorte Education Foundation for their annual golf tournament. Council, have any questions on any of these items?
Motion to approve consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Hamilton, second by Ms. Ojeda, to approve the consent agenda as presented. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? None. Motion carries. Go to item 6. A is presentation, discussion, possible action to accept the City of LaPorte fiscal year ending September 30th, 2020 annual comprehensive financial report. Mr. Doble.
Thank you, Mayor. Mr. Lupe Garcia will be presenting you with a small slide presentation.
Good evening, Mayor and members of City Council. It's my pleasure to be here tonight with you. My name is Lupe Garcia. I'm the audit partner on the city's audit engagement. I prepared a presentation to take you through the audit process, the audit results, financial statement highlights, and some required communications. In addition to myself, other members of the engagement team included Laura Lynch. She's here with me tonight. She was the senior manager on the engagement. Bryce Richmond was the associate. Cynthia Gemma was the in charge, and Tom Peterson was the concurring partner. The audit process began last summer during interim field work. During that phase of the audit, we focused on internal controls and compliance. That took place in August of 2020. Once the city's fiscal year came and went, the city had an opportunity to post all closing entries. We returned in January of 2021 to perform year-end procedures. The procedures we performed overall this entire process is in an effort to obtain audit evidence.
I can't hear. Yes, 1 second.
We can issue 1 or 3 opinions on financial statements. A disclaimer would be the worst type of opinion we could issue, and that would be in a situation where the records didn't exist or were in such a poor condition we couldn't perform an audit of any kind. A qualification is
Are you asking me to leave?
opinion where we would indicate to the report that everything was
I said, are you asking me to leave?
Yes, sir. Presented.
No, I mean, you're asking me to leave the meeting. For what?
That can be found on the first 3 pages of the report.
You gonna throw me out because I criticized you?
No.
I'll leave. I'm not gonna give you a hard time. I'm not gonna fight with you. Just,
I know you're not going to fight with me. I'm
Yeah.
not going to fight with you either, okay? I'm just going to explain to you, okay? You use
Complaint on one
vulgar,
of your officers?
you use vulgar language in city council. You're taking offense to, and you're being placed in custody for disorderly conduct.
who took offense to it? It's
Okay.
protected free speech.
Yeah, I'd like to put a complaint in on the Sergeant Harness.
I'm explaining to you,
Maybe
okay?
It's protected
unlawful
free
arrest,
speech.
retaliatory arrest.
Hill versus the city of Houston.
Would you like to hand over your camera, or do you
Can you
want us
take it
to
now, or-
hold on to it?
Let me
I don't
give-
want you to drop it or anything.
Yeah. They're arresting me.
For what?
Disorderly conduct.
All right, so we're here in LaPorte, Texas. They're arresting
Okay, let me
David
see what
for
I've got here.
disorderly
He's going to
conduct.
hand you over his camera. So
That's fine. I'll take it.
No, I'm gonna keep it with me.
You're going to keep all of it with you?
Hold on.
So-
No, not all of it. Not
So
all
why
of
are
it.
you guys arresting him for disorderly conduct? I don't understand what's going on.
I'm giving my body camera and stuff here.
Did he hurt your feelings that bad, Chief? Saying the department, like talking about the department like that? Did it hurt your feelings